Now we're going to do zones 3 and 4. So zones 3 and 4 are going to be 3 is 197, which is right here, going all the way over to 124, and then 34 and covering over the brows. Then zone 4 is going to be working around the eyes. So here I'm going to start on the left side with point 197. This is going to be halfway between the inner brow and the hairline. 197 is for the knees and the eyes, and also the olfactory nerve. It's having to do with the sense of smell. So working 197, and then slowly working my way over to 124. So just making little circles, or I can do small back and forth motions too, whatever feels best for you. And then when I get about 2/3 of the way over the brow, you'll start to feel like a little bump there. Some people will be really, really bumpy. Some people not so much. You can just do some back and forth motions there. Once you've kind of covered the whole area, if you want to, you can go back and forth on the whole thing a few times, but I generally like to just do those smaller movements, especially in that 124 area. That's going to really work to calm down the nervous system. Really great for producing GABA or GABA, which is a nervous system relaxer. Then working 197 on the other side here for the knees, the eyes, and the olfactory nerve. Coming across, doing circles. Again, if you want to move the head to the side, you can do that. So I'm going to come in right in about here. I'm starting to feel where that point is. And so I can work back and forth over that. Definitely felt it more on the left side for him than I did on the right. And again, we'll talk about these points more extensively in the classroom portion of this. Next, we're going to get point 34, which is about right here, and then we're going to work up and over the brow. So coming in here, working this area right in there. And then you can continue to do circles, or you can do back and forth motions, whatever works best for you, above the brow line. This is going to be working the arms. So 34 is a point for the shoulders, and then this is working out to the arms. As you get in here, you're coming to the end of the brow, you get the wrists, and the hands are in the temples there. If somebody was having stuff going on with their hands or wrists, you could work all the way down to the temples, but we will cover the temples when we circle the eyes. Again, you can do circles, back and forth motions, but you're just feeling for areas that feel stuck. The magic wand doesn't move easily, and I'm seeing a little spot here that's actually getting a little bit red as I work it. So I'm going to give that a little bit of extra attention. Okay. Now moving on to the other side, again getting that point 34. And feel free to use your hands for support or to support the skin. Working in here this way. And I felt more on his right side in here than the left. You're going to notice that you'll feel more on one side than the other in most places, and that's completely normal. And as I get over to that point 34, I'm feeling more tension, so I'm just going to work that area again. Briefly, I don't want to hang out there too long. Okay, next we're going to be working around the eyes. So I'm going to turn his head to the side just a little bit as I work over to this side. I'm going to start right here on the side of the bridge of the nose. This is point 20 for the throat and thyroid. Then I'm going to come down off the side of the bridge of the nose, either doing circles in this area, or sometimes I like to kind of push a little bit of pressure downwards very gently, and then come up softly. Then working underneath of the eye. And here you want to make sure you stay over the bone. And I like to just go back and forth here because it's a pretty gentle area. And I want to make sure that I am supporting the skin as I'm going through here. To come over to this side, we're getting point 60, which is a really good point for circulation, decreasing anxiety, It's for the pericardium, so the pericardium gives the heart a little extra oomph, a little extra circulation. So really good for anxiety and also producing oxytocin. Now as I come around the eyes in here, I want to work this whole area of the temples. There's a point for the gallbladder in here. This is really good for the whole head and for the hands as well. And then as I come around to the eyes again, now since I've already worked above the brow, I just want to come in here and work underneath of the brow and within the brow. Working around the right eyes stimulates the eyes, the ovaries, the testes, breasts. Just feeling in there. Then I can come around to the other side. Okay, we're going to start here on the side of the bridge of the nose again, point 20 for the throat and thyroid. Coming down the side of the bridge of the nose, getting point 467. Really good for the sinuses, anything autoimmune or allergies. Then working underneath, right underneath the eye, and this one's feeling kind of bumpy over here, so I'm going to work it a little bit extra. This is a point for the ovaries, good one for the prostate in men. And then coming underneath this area, I like to do circles again in here, working a fairly large area. This point here is again for the pericardium, improving circulation. This one's a really good one for people who have sleep apnea or things like that as well. Coming up and around and working within the temple, just covering that whole area. And I'm feeling more going on this side than the other side, so I'm just spending a little extra time there. Then coming in here, working underneath and within the brow. Working in here is really good for just lifting the brow. Also really good for people who get bloated easily. It can help to reduce bloating right underneath the brow. Back in there. Okay, and that completes zone 3 and zone 4.